Hey everyone, this is Wen Lee coming to you from Fate of the Empress, and you can just call me Wen. So, what am I talking about today? Today, we're talking about some more things about Handmade Joy. And one of those things is going to be what's in the shop for your might and your heirs. Like, why are we even doing this Handmade Joy thing? And then, number two would be please help me out here. I would love it if Handmade Joy was at least a 3 time a year event. It seems to be like once or twice a year, maybe. The last time I heard that they had a Handmade Joy event was October of 2022, and it is now August of 2023. So that's like 8 months or 9 months in between these events. And I don't know about you, but that's an awfully long time to go waiting for this Handmade Joy event when you don't even know what it is. Like when I started playing and it popped up in my heirs classes, I was like, oh my gosh, what is this Handmade Joy? How do I get this item? And I kind of had like that FOMO. I get FOMO pretty easily, so I felt like I was missing out. And then I was asking around in world chat, like, what's this Handmade Joy thing? And everybody's like, oh yeah, that happened in October. We don't, and there wasn't really like a clear explanation of what it is because it's really hard to explain Fote in just words. So now that it is finally open, it's almost the end of Handmade Joy this time. I wanted to go over with you guys a little bit about why you should focus on Handmade Joy and how it's going to help you out. So, and also, please message support. I'll even show you where. Go to support, and then don't go to complaints or anything because let's face it, people don't want to hear about what you don't like. They just want to hear like good things. So go to help and then scroll over to game suggestions and then leave a happy note. We loved Handmade Joy. Woo! Tell them we love it. We love it being free to play. And also, please tell them to make it more often because really once or twice a year is not enough for you to be able to earn the outfits and the materials and everything. Like, it needs to be more often. So definitely suggest that to the support team so that they get that feedback and they know that this is an event people like. All right, so what I like about Handmade Joy is it is actually free to play friendly. Like, you do not have to buy anything with money. There is an option to boost your assignments with ingots, which cost me quite a lot this time because I did do that a lot, which is how I got 4.4 million to spend, and my total earnings is almost 6 million at this point. So between good strategies and spending ingots, I made quite a lot, but it's put me down maybe like 8,000 ingots so far, and there's one more day left. So it'll probably be like 9,000 ingots by the time I'm done. So if you can focus a bit on the game and develop a good strategy for your assignments and for enrollment or for interested in handmade and make it work out. One tip is that most of these assignments is pretty much 1-1-1. So even though it's like, 2 joy, 3 grace, 8 bravery, and 40 ink, it's kind of like 1-1-1. So if you have one of each of those going and one slot for making it, it will actually keep up with itself, if that makes sense. So if you had, 8 slots going for the 2 different things and then at least one of them running in the 9th slot, once you get 9 slots between your borrowed heir and your heirs, then it definitely makes a difference if you can boost also, because one of these, they both make the same amount of money per minute, But if you boost the one that takes the most amount of time, you make the most money per boost. So um, those are my tips. That's as much of a strategy guide as I can give. But here's the thing that I really wanted to focus on today, which is in the shop, you go to Mite items, and there's these costumes, which I did point out in the overview. But let's talk about like why you'd want these. If you're a brand new player, you may not understand why these are such a good deal. Like, it's really hard to get fabled costumes, period, for yourself, for your heirs, without spending a lot of money. Here you have an option of free to playing to get these costumes, but the issue is they cost a lot. So, for one set, it's, let's see, 1,900,000, 2 million for the Fluffy Bright, this one fluffy set. So 2 million of your things for one set of costume. I think it's the same for the other, yeah. So you'd spend 2 million of these, whatever, these little pinwheels, and you would get one costume, which is great. Like, you've earned that. That's great. And if it happened like at least 3 or 4 times a year, you could get a costume and also open some classes. So this glazed pot is for a class. It unlocks Air Course Grade 3 flower art. There is 4 of them in here. Let's see if there's 4. I feel like there was more in the, oops, not pets, kids. So let's take a look at the Air Courses. School. I'm running out of classes, and Eileen's definitely running out of classes. So there's some that unlock with practice, and here it is. 1, 2. This one's an ingot thing you buy in the shop. 3. Okay, so there's only 4 that need to be unlocked. But if you have 2 heirs and you're doing this on your own, then it would be really great if this was more often. Oops, I need to go back to the shop. So, I have 4.4 million to spend here, so I could get all 4 courses, but nothing else, really. And here is where you get wisdom stones and historic cauldrons and practice packs and course packs. And these course packs are actually kind of cool because it's like tonic and wind chime and mosquitoes. Those are things you would normally buy for ingots. So, you could save ingots that way if you are, if this happened more often, you could actually use those to pay for your courses. The national banner, which is usually 2,000 jade in the shop, which I don't recommend paying for, by the way. Like, I am definitely not saying spend 200,000 jade on one of these, but it's only 300,000 little event tokens. There's a course box with a wooden dummy, safflower powder, sword book. Those are all things that normally cost jade to buy. And you can even get a sheep. Oh my gosh, and maple love. That's hilarious. Okay, so wisdom stones are almost exclusively pay to play, except for here. Like, there are very few places that you can actually win wisdom stones by grinding, and this is one of them. A Blaze toy box, like $30 for one, I think, in the PAX shop. Here you can get it for 1.5 million. Or you can get a Phoenix or a Brightness toy. I mean, that's a good place to start. So when it comes to heir items, I definitely think that Handmade Joy is a good event, and it is free-to-play friendly. I wouldn't say that free-to-play would necessarily win the top rankings. Like, it has been, I don't even know how Endless Night and Raindrops got over 6 million already. Like, I've been grinding like crazy to get that. And anyway, so they're doing fantastic. Like, but they probably had, they were in 230, so they probably had played it last October too. This is my very first Handmade Joy, so was bound to make errors from the beginning. All right, so that's my take on Handmade Joy. I really think that this was a great event. I really wish that Friend Times would do more things like this, or at least things like this more often. So if you also would like the game to be more free to play friendly and stuff, then please make suggestions in the bonus support thing. Don't just make complaints, but actually make suggestions, because when you complain about something, somebody's going to just try to solve your problem. But if you make suggestions, they might try to help solve everyone's problem. So that's just my thoughts on it. I hope that this was helpful. I hope you guys are having a great day. I hope it's not raining on you like it is here in Royal Garden today. Anyway, take it easy. Have a great day. If you have questions or suggestions, you know where to put them. Please be respectful. Help each other out, and see you next time.